Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. In the series of sessions that we are conducting for all the students who are preparing for CAT and other management entrance examinations. Now in this session we'll be covering some of the important questions on some of the important topics from arithmetic. Alright, now this is part number 2. So in the previous session that I've taken, that is part number 1 for the important topics of arithmetic questions. We have discussed some of the questions based on arithmetic, and today we shall continue from where we have left in the previous session. All right. So, friends, in this session, once again, we'll be picking up some questions which are important as far as our examinations are concerned. Okay. And in today's session, I have selected somewhere around 8 to 9 questions which I believe are important and everybody must solve them as a part of their revision for the upcoming CAT examination. All right. So let us begin solving these questions. All right. I hope all of you are ready with your pen and a sheet of paper. And as a suggestion, I would recommend all of you to solve all these questions, to at least try to solve all these questions whenever you are watching this session. And what you may do is you may post your answers in the chat box. All right. So, friends, let us begin solving the questions from some of the important topics of arithmetic. So question number 1 will appear on your screen in a few moments. Be ready for this question and try to give me an answer for this one. Okay. So very good afternoon, Kota Harish. Good afternoon to you and all the students who are already there in this session. Okay. So let's begin solving these questions. Question number 1 on your screen now. Now, question number 1 says that Mr. X distributes his assets, worth rupees 38 lakhs, to his two sons who are of the ages 8 years and 13 years, such that the final amount on simple interest rates of 10% and 14% respectively will be equal when they turn 20 years of age. Find the principal received by the younger son. So 38 lakhs is divided among two sons. So we'll have to find out the money, the portion received by the younger son out of 38 lakhs. I'll give you a minute to read it, understand it, and calculate the final answer. I'll try to solve this question in the least number of steps. Okay, so you can adapt all these methods, practice them, and then apply all these things that you have learned through these sessions in your actual examination. Okay, Tarun, first one to give an answer. All right, nice, very good, Tarun. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Now, 38 lakhs is divided among two sons. Okay, so let's say the first son is getting X and the second son has got Y. Okay, now the first son who right now is 8 years old, right? The rate of interest for him is 10%. Right? Now, since this is simple interest, so he's 8-year-old, the rate of interest is 10 percentage, and the return, the amount that they will get will be when they will turn 20 years of age. Okay, so the investment is done when the son is 8-year-old and he will get the money when he will turn 20. That means this money is invested for 12 years, right? Now, in 12 years, at a rate of 10 percentage simple interest, the interest will be 10 multiplied by 12, that is 120 percentage. Okay. Now, if the original principal is increased by 120 percentage, then the final amount will be 220 percentage of the original principal. Okay. I'll write it. so that all of you can understand it. So what I do is, or what I am doing is, I'm trying to make a very simple relation between x and y. So x is the principal that is given to the son whose current age is 8 years, and y is the principal money that is given to the son whose current age is 13 years. Okay, I know that x plus y is equal to 38. Okay. Now the son who currently is 8 year old, he will get his money when he will turn 20 years age. So that means his money is invested for a total of 12 years at a rate of interest of 10 simple interest. So the interest that he will get will be 120 percentage. Now this when added to the original principal, it will become 220 percentage of x. So this is the amount received by the younger son when he will turn 20 years of age. Now, similarly, for the other son, the current age is 13 years. So his money is invested for 7 years at a rate of 14 percentage, which is 98 percentage. All right. So the money will increase by 98 percentage, and the final amount will be 198 percentage of original principal, which is y. Now, according to question, these two amounts are equal. Okay, so I can equate them and obtain the ratio of x and y. So the ratio of x and y is 198 divided by 220. That is equal to 9 upon 10. Okay, so the ratio of x and y is 9 upon 10, and the sum of x and y is 38. So the value of x will be equal to 9 upon 19 multiplied by the total money, which is 38 lakhs. Upon simplification, I get the value of x as 18 lakhs, right? So the value of x is 18 and the value of y will be 20. So the younger son will get 18 lakhs and the elder son will get 20 lakhs. The question is asking about the principal received by younger son. So principal received by younger son will be equal to 18 lakhs, and that will be the final answer of this question. Okay. Now understand how have I made the equation. So right now I have written a lot of things. There is no need to write this part. You may, after a good amount of practice, can write this particular thing directly, calculate the ratio, and then 38 lakhs can be orally divided in the ratio of 9 is to 10. So this question should not take more than 30 seconds or maximum 45 seconds. 45 seconds में ये calculation का answer आ जाना चाहिए. Okay, so 18 lakhs is the final answer. Tarun, ne, I hope both of you have understood what logic I have used. So the logic is very simple. It's just the implementation of the logic that you need to understand. Let's move on and look at the second question. Second question, the marks scored by Anita and Vinita in an examination are in the ratio 13 is to 8. After a revaluation, their marks increase by the same amount. And their new marks are in the ratio 39 is to 49. So you'll have to find out the ratio of Anita's new marks to that of her old marks. So very simple and straightforward question. Quickly do as is given in the statements and find the final answer. Quickly. Now try to use minimum number of steps. Do all the calculations very carefully and read the last statement carefully. What do you actually have to find out? Any answers for this one? All right. Now let me start with this, and once you get the answer, you are free to post it in the chat box. Now, originally the marks of Anita and Vinita are in the ratio 13 is to 18. So I'll assume the original marks as 13x and 18x, right? Now revaluation happened and the marks increased by the same amount. So let's say the marks of each of them increased by a value of y. Now after this increase, after revaluation, the ratio of their new marks is 39 upon 49. Okay, this is the final ratio of their marks. Now I can do cross multiplication and find out the relation between x and y. Okay, so 13 into 49, so it will be 650 minus 13, 637x plus 49y is equal to 18 into 39, 720 minus 18, 702x plus 39y. Okay, so I can say that 10y is equal to 65x. So the value of y is equal to 6.5x. All right, so this is the relation between x and y that I have obtained, right? Now what they are asking for, they want the ratio of Anita's new marks. So Anita's new marks is 13x plus y. I'll write it on the left hand side. So Anita's new marks is 13x plus y, and Anita's old marks was 13x. Okay, I can substitute the value of y. So 13x plus 6.5x will be 19.5x divided by 13x, and this ratio will come out to be 3 upon 2. Okay, so 3 is to 2. Yes, that is option A is the correct answer. Okay, so Ajay, 1 is to 3 answer nahi hai. 3 is to 2 is the correct answer. Please have a look at any mistake that you have done. The student by the name of NAY has given the correct answer. So 3 is to 2. Yes, it is correct. Let's move on and look at question number 3. Question number 3, averages, mixtures, and allegations. The amounts of milk and water in a tank are in the ratio 5 is to 6. 33 liters of the mixture is removed from the tank and 16 liters of water is added, making the ratio of milk to that of water as 3 is to 2. So small mistake. Okay. Now find the ratio if 35 liters of this mixture, so final mixture, जो obtain हुआ है, find the ratio if 35 liters of this mixture is replaced with the same amount of water. Yes, Nay, you were right. I did not notice that, but yes, I believe you are absolutely correct. Yes, for this one, any answer? All right, let's start solving this. Originally, the ratio of milk and water is 5 is to 6. So milk, water, look at the top left. So milk, I'm assuming original quantity as 5x and water as 6x. Now from this mixture, 33 liters is removed Now 33 liters is removed, so milk and water will come out in the same ratio, the ratio in which they are present. So if I am removing 33 liters of this mixture, milk and water will come out in the ratio of 5 is to 6. So 33 liters when divided in the ratio of 5 is to 6, it will be 15 liters of milk and 18 liters of water. And now it is replaced with 16 liters of water. So finally the milk becomes 5x minus 15 and water becomes 6x minus 2. Okay. Now the ratio here is 3 is to 4. So I'll equate this ratio. 15x minus 15 upon 6x minus 2 is equal to 3 upon 4. Upon cross multiplication, we can find out the value of x. Okay? So 20 minus 18. 2x is equal to 60 minus 6, that is 54. So the value of x comes out to be 27. Okay? So x ka value 27 aa gaya. Now let's talk about this new mixture. So new mixture has milk which is equal to 5x minus 15 and it has water which is equal to 6x minus 2. Okay, so total quantity here is 11x minus 17. All right, fine. This is the new mixture that I have. So 11x, that is 11 into 27 minus 17. Now 27 into 11, 297 minus 17 is 280 liters. So this new solution is 280 liters in which milk and water are present in the ratio 3 is to 4, already given in the question. Okay? Now my question is, find the ratio if 35 liters of this mixture is replaced with the same amount of water. 35 liters of this mixture is removed and is replaced with the same amount of water, right? So you have to find out the ratio of milk and water, right? So I'll use the method of eligations. ज़्यादा tough calculations नहीं करेंगे. So final fraction of milk is equal to initial fraction of milk, which is 3 upon 7, multiplied by total solution minus जितना remove हुआ है upon total solution. Okay, and this is what we have to calculate. ठीक है? So this will be 35 into 8 is 280. So 7 by 8, 3 upon 8 will be the final fraction. Okay. Now final fraction of milk is 3 upon 8. So the ratio of milk and water will be equal to 3 is to 5. So 3 is to 5, that is option B will be the correct answer for this question. Alright. So that is the correct answer for question number 3. Okay, nobody could give me a correct answer or even an answer for this question. Guys, what are you doing? There are plenty of students right now who are watching this session live, more than 15 students. Please do some work, do some calculations, do some efforts and calculate the answers for these questions. Let's move on and look at question number 4. Okay. Now, Krishna started the business with an investment of rupees 3 lakhs and Mayur invested rupees 6 lakhs after 3 months. Done. Now, as Krishna is an active partner, so this is a typical question of partnerships. Krishna, being an active partner, receives 20% of the profit as part of the salary. Find the total amount received by Krishna if the profit at the end of the year, the total profit at the end of the year is 20 lakhs. Friends, this is a very simple question. Okay, so you can easily, you must get the answer easily. Okay, so Tarun has given an answer. Now, Krishna started the business with an investment of 3 lakhs, has invested the money for 12 months. Okay, so first of all, I'll find out the ratio in which the total profit should be divided. Okay, so Krishna invested 3 lakhs for the entire year, but Mayur started with 6 lakhs after 3 months. So that means Mayur's money was invested for a total of 9 months, right? So I'll calculate the ratio here for 20% of profit or overall. Nay, 20% of the profit at the end of the year, first of all, will be given to Krishna. So understand, and I'll help you in understanding the logic. So first of all, I'll calculate the simple ratio of the ratio of the product of the capital and the time period. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे कितना आ गया? It is 2. So the ratio comes out to be 2 upon 3. Right? Now, this is the ratio of the product of their investment and the time period. Now, this is the ratio in which the total profit must be divided. But in case any of the partners is working as a working partner or active partner, first of all, from the total profit, the salary is given, and then the remaining profit will be divided in this ratio. Okay, so this is the process. Whatever the total profit is, first of all, salaries are given from that profit, and then whatever is the leftover profit, that profit will again be divided in the ratio what we have calculated here. Okay? Now, talking about the shares of Krishna and Mayur. So, Krishna as an active partner receives 20% of the profit. Now, the profit is 20 lakhs. So, 20% of 20 lakhs, that means 4 lakhs, first of all, will be received by Krishna. Done? Now, after this 4 lakh is deducted from the total profit, the leftover profit of 16 lakhs will then be divided in the ratio of 2 is to 3. So further, Krishna will get 2/5 of 16 lakhs. Okay. So the total profit of Krishna will be, or total share of Krishna will be 4 plus 6.4. That is 10.4 lakhs. So this is the total money received by Krishna. And Mayur, on the other hand, will receive 20 lakhs minus 10.4, that is 9.6 lakhs. Now we have to find out the amount received by Krishna, the total amount received by Krishna. So that will be 10.4 lakhs. That means 10 lakhs 40,000. All right, fine. So Sachdeep, Vanshita, Tarun, these three students have given a correct answer for this question. Okay. So question number 4, correct answer is option B. Let's move on and look at question number 5. Now, slightly tricky question this one is. The average weight of class of 60 students is 60 kg. There are exactly 40 students whose weight is not more than 60. Then find the maximum average weight of these 40 students if all the weights are in integers. Nay, what you can do is you can look at the recording of this session and let us move on to the next question. Okay. So later on, once the session is over, yes, the recording will be available on YouTube. So you can go back to the first part of that question in which I calculate the ratio and you can watch it later. Yes, guys, any answer for this one? We have to find out the maximum average weight in kg of these 40 students if all the weights are in integers? Okay, so Naman, first one to give an answer. Tarun and Nate, three students. Good, good, good. Check correct. So the average weight of 60 students is 60 kg. So the total weight is 3600. That is 60 multiplied by 60. Now there are 40 students whose weight is not more than 60. So 40 students, they have the weight less than or equal to 60. Not more than 60 means it can be less than or equal to 60. So out of these 60 students, if 40 has the weight of 60 or less, then the remaining 20 will have their weights greater than 60. Okay. Now we have to find out the maximum average weight of these 40 students. Now we have to maximize the average of these 40 students. That means we'll have to maximize their sum. Now since the sum of the weights of all these 60 students is constant, and I have to maximize this part. So to maximize the sum of the weights of these 40 students, I should minimize the sum of the weights of these 20 students, right? So इनको minimize करना पड़ेगा. Now since I know that their weight is more than 60, so what I can do is I can assume the weight of each of these students as 61. Okay. Now the weight of each of these students is more than 60. All the weights are in integers and I have to minimize the sum of their weights. So more than 60, the least value is 61. So I can say that these 20 students, their average will be 61. All right. So the average of the remaining 40 students will be 3600, which is the total sum of weights minus the weight of these 20 students divided by 40 will be the average of these 40 students. Okay, so you can do the calculations. So 20 and 40 gets cancelled. So 20 cancel कर दिया मैंने, तो यहाँ पे कितना आ जाएगा? It will be 180 minus 61. So that is 119 divided by 2, and this comes out to be 59.5. Okay, so the correct answer is 59.5. Just understand, to maximize the average of these 40, I have to maximize their sum. So that means I should be minimizing the sum of the remaining 20 students, which I have done in this question. So correct answer is option D for question number 5. And yes, that is the correct answer. Correctly given by Naman, Tarun, Nay, Suchdeep, and Vanchita. Again, the same set of students. Come on, people. Other students are also participating. Good to see that. Zilani, I hope you have understood what mistake you have made. Try not to repeat it again. And now move on to the next question. Question number 6. Try to calculate the answer of this question as soon as possible. A white marble stone has been purchased to build the showcase. The cost of the stone varies directly with the square of the weight. The stone broke into 4 parts whose weights are in this ratio, leading to a loss. Okay. Now, if the stone had broken into four equal parts of weight, then it would have led to a further loss of 30,000. Okay. Now, what is the actual cost of the original stone? Very simple question. It's just that you need to understand, you need to know the process of finding the answer. And people, those who are present there, If you are liking this session, then please press the like button. Come on, you can do that. If you are liking this session, please press the like button, share and subscribe this session. Yes, come on. Question number 6. Naman, Tarun, Zilani, Sachdeep, Vanshita, Ajay. Come on, all of you. Okay. Now, all of you listen. The fastest way of doing this question. I'll assume the total weight of this stone as 24. Okay. Tarun is the first one to give an answer. Why 24? 24 is the sum of these four numbers. Okay. Now, the cost is directly proportional to weight square. So I can say that cost is equal to kW square, right? So the cost of the total stone will be, I call it C1, will be equal to K bracket 24 square. That is 576 K. Okay. Now this stone is broken into four parts in the ratio 3, 5, 7 and 9. So this total cost, once the stone is broken into these four parts, so I can say that the total cost, I call it C2, is equal to K into 3 square plus K into 5 square plus K into 7 square plus K into 9 square. Okay, so K bracket 9 plus 25 plus 49 plus 81. All right. So 130, 140, 150, 164. So 164K, right? This is when the stone is broken into four parts whose weights are in the ratio 3, 5, 7 and 9. Now they are saying that instead, if the stone is broken into four equal parts, now four equal parts, 24 being the total weight, four equal parts, that means every part of weight 6. Okay, so now the cost will be K bracket 6 square plus 6 square plus 6 square plus 6 square. That means it will be 144K, right? Now, if the stone is broken into the ratio 3579, the cost would have been this. And if it is broken into four equal parts, the cost is this. Now, the difference between these two costs is 20K, and that is given as 30,000 in this question. So the value of K comes out to be 1500. All right. So what is the actual cost of the original stone? Cost of original stone given at the top of the screen, that is 576K. 576 multiplied by 1500. That will be the final answer of this question. Okay. Am I clear? So you can solve this and you will get the answer. One of the students, May, I think, has given a correct answer. No, you have given the correct answer, but number of zeros you have kept in your question, in your answer is wrong. So 5760 and 2880 864,000. 864,000. That is option C will be the correct answer for this question. Okay. Now Tarun and Naman, hope that you have understood your mistake, right? So I can say that this is probably the fastest method of getting the answer. Also, you may skip writing a few things. Okay, so I have written everything. You may skip writing a few things, but yes, this is how you need to find out the answer of this method. Zilani, there is no formula that I have used. Okay, this relation was given in the question, so this is not a set formula. Fine. So this is the relation that was given in the question. The cost of the stone varies directly with the square of the weight. So I have not used any formula, just the relation that is given in the question. Okay. All right. Let's move on and look at the next one, question number 7. Ravi bought 90 pens at the same price per pen, sold some at a loss of 12% and the remaining at a profit of 15% by gaining an overall profit of 6%. Find the number of pens sold for a loss. Easy question. Hardly a question of 30 seconds. Also, I've covered this type of questions in plenty of my sessions. So I believe by now you must understand the shortest way of solving such questions. Come on. Okay. So total 90 pence. Some sold at a loss of 12%, some at a profit of 15%. I can solve this question using the method of mixtures and allegations. Okay? Now, mixtures allegations, the numbers on which we are applying allegations, their nature should be same. So the first one is sold at a loss of 12%. I can say that loss of 12% can be written as a profit of minus 12%. Second is sold at 15% profit, and overall there is a profit of 6%. Okay. Now you can apply allegations here. So 15 and 6, the difference is 9. Minus 12 and 6, the difference is 18. So the ratio comes out to be 1 is to 2, right? So the number of pens which are sold at a loss of 12% and the number of pens which are sold at a profit of 15%, they are in the ratio 1 is to 2. The total number of pens is 90. 90 को 1 is to 2 के ratio में divide कर लो. So this will be 30 and this will be 60. Okay, so number of pens which are sold at a loss will be 30 and number of pens which are sold at a profit will be 60. Okay, let's move on and look at the next one. So the correct answer here is option A. Question number 8 on your screen now. A drum with capacity of 240 liters consists of paint and oil in the ratio 5 is to 7. 40 liters of mixture is replaced with oil, then 48 liters of this mixture is replaced with oil, and again 60 liters of mixture is replaced with oil. Okay, so you'll have to find out the final amount of paint in the tank. If you understand the concept, you should have given the answer by now. If you are taking more time, That means you're not thorough with the concept. You have not practiced enough number of questions. Now you can do this question using the method of removal and replacement. Now originally the capacity is 240 liters, okay, and initially the paint and oil are in the ratio 5:7. Now every time replacement is done with oil, ठीक है, so oil से replacement हो रहा है हर बार. So the formula of removal replacement will be applied on paint. Okay. So I can say that the final fraction of paint or the final quantity of paint is equal to the initial quantity of paint. So initial quantity of paint kitna hai yahan pe? The paint and oil are in the ratio 5:7. So the quantity of paint, initial quantity of paint is 5/12 of 240. Okay, so that is 100 liters. So final quantity of paint will be equal to initial quantity of paint, that is 100 liters. Now in the first step, 40 liters is replaced with oil. So out of 240 liters, I have removed 40 liters. So it will be written as 240 minus 40 divided by 240. Okay, so if 40 liters is removed, then out of 240, if 40 liters is removed, that means 1/6 is removed, 5/6 is left. So if you will simplify this, you will get 5/6 only. Okay, right? One second. So I'll explain it again. From 240, 40 liters is removed and is replaced with the other thing. Okay. So 240 में से 40 liters remove कर दिया. So 40 is what fraction of 240? 40 is 1/6 of 240. If I remove 1/6, I'll be left with 5/6. Okay. So now quantity of paint left will be 100 into 5/6. Okay. Similarly, the other two steps can be repeated. So instead of writing complete values in the brackets, you can directly write these fractions. So now 48 liter is removed and replaced with oil. So 48 is removed out of 240 once again. So 48 is what fraction of 240? 48 is 1/5 of 240. So if 1/5 is removed, 4/5 will be left. Finally, 60 liters is replaced with oil. So that means out of 240 liters, 60 is removed and is replaced with oil. Okay. So 60 is what fraction of 240? It is 1/4. So if 1/4 is removed, 3/4 will be left. So this will be the final quantity, final amount of paint remaining in the tank. So you can simplify this. 5 and 5 cancel, 4, 4 cancel. This will come out to be 50 liters. Okay. So final quantity of oil, sorry, final quantity of paint which is left in the tank will be equal to 50 liters. All right. Am I clear? So 50 liters will be the correct answer for question number 8. Done? All right, friends. So that is all from my side for the day. Some important piece of information for all the students who are not a part of BYJU'S exam prep. So you can unlock a 3-day free trial that is in access for the portal of BYJU'S exam prep. So this can be accessed for 3 days free of cost. So you have to visit our application and fill in your mobile number and start your free trial for 3 days. Also, you can enroll for CAT 2023 and other NBA entrance examinations test series. These are the inclusions in this test series with 80 plus mocks, 10,000 practice questions covering all the topics and subtopics. We'll be given video solutions of all CAT mock papers with detailed analysis. All right. So hurry up and join this test series and become one of the toppers at BYJU'S exam. All right. Also, new batches are available to enroll for CAT 2023 comprehensive program. So these are all the inclusions of this program, and you can have a complete detail about it once again. Now, just you are having your NMAT examination tomorrow, and you are asking for suggestions. So at this point in time, I can only suggest you to keep your mind calm. Okay, so there is no need to read anything new. There is no need to study anything new. What you can do is just for 1 hour you can revise all the shortcuts, all the formulas. Now, if I talk about quantitative ability, Narsi Munji is more dependent on direct formulas. Okay, so Do not study anything new. Just trust yourself, trust whatever you have already prepared for. Okay, and just keep your mind calm, take some rest, and be fresh before the examination. Okay, so your mind should be very fresh before the examination. All right, so all the very best to all of you, and especially Yash. You have your end match tomorrow, so all the very best to all of you. Thank you for being a part of this session. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.